Your 4-year-old has always wanted to do everything you do, and now they're actually able to do so much more of it. You can now have conversations about things, places, feelings, and experiences like never before, and begin to get a glimpse into the way your child thinks. And while there's a lot they can do now, having age-appropriate expectations is an important part of parenting as they grow. Self-control and attention.
We are all unique, and we all respond differently to our environment. Some of us may be more active than others, and some of us may be more distractible. Some of us may seek out new adventures and experiences, while others are more comfortable with routines and familiar settings. And our temperament can very much impact our self-control and attention. It's important to understand what young children are capable of so they can succeed in their childcare and preschool settings. For example, it's not realistic to expect any 4-year-old to sit still for long periods of time. But it's even harder for very active 4-year-olds.
It's a lot easier for them if they had a chance to be active throughout the day to get them to focus, a little bit later on.
4-year-olds should be physically active as much as possible, at a minimum for at least 2 hours each day. It's fine to break that up throughout the day into smaller bursts of activity. Playing games that require kids to start and stop, like freeze dance and red light, green light, helps children learn how to listen and pay attention even while in action, and to stop one action and start another when they need to.
But even like a good old-fashioned game of tag or hide and seek, those are classics for a reason. They work so well.
These skills will help them pay attention in school. While practicing self-control is important, all kids need free play to explore and create.
Responding to lies.
I left and I came back and I said, Olivia, where are your glasses? And she goes, oh, a bird came down and took them away. And I go, Olivia, where are your glasses? And she goes, I don't know where my glasses are.
4-year-olds are still too young to fully understand that lying is wrong and that they're even lying at all. Your child may lie to avoid punishment or feelings of shame. You want to honor the feeling and the wish that motivated the lie, but then you want to find a way to state what actually happened and move on to a solution together.
Your child's inner voice.
The way you talk to your child will shape the way they talk to themselves. Imagine yourself creating a recording that your child will play back throughout their lifetime. What messages do you want them to hear?
I have realized that my inner voice is very harsh, and I definitely don't want that for my kid.
Whenever I would go, Cora, she would just cry and freeze. And I had to work really hard on that because I built a very scared little girl.
When you forgive your child, they learn to forgive themselves. When you celebrate their strengths, they learn that they are capable people.
For me, it was really important because Winter is a girl. She is of mixed race. She also has Down syndrome. That she feels confident about her appearance, who she is, the way that she sounds. Like, all of her differences make her who she is, but it's things that I want her to be proud of.
We don't say bad or good behavior. We say bad or good choices, because everything comes down to choices. So you're not bad because you decided to knock over your brother's Legos and stomp on them. You made a bad choice.
Negative labels can really affect how a child feels about themselves and can often worsen a child's behavior.
Especially as a Black girl in America, I want her to know her value. Again, I want her to know her voice matters, and just no matter what, she can do anything.
Managing behavior.
4-year-olds need your help to shape their behavior. Many of the same techniques that worked at 2 will also work at 4 and beyond. Listen.
I have been so pleasantly surprised to find that in those times that I do just shut up and listen, or just give guiding words, he's so honest with me. He gives me insight into okay, that this is what was going on with him.
Stay calm.
I come from a family of yellers. So it's really, for me, when I start feeling that coming on, it's taking a deep breath.
Be specific.
When we used to tell her, just clean up your room, she would not respond very well. But I tried to break it into smaller pieces and really specific actions. And then she felt like it was a game. So I would say, get the entire rug clear of toys.
Give a heads up.
Leaving the playground, we always try to give like one more thing. We'll say like, it's time, we're gonna leave in a few minutes. You can choose one more thing to do.
Celebrate the wins.
He takes gymnastics class, and so I always try to pick out one thing that I think he did that was really cool. It was like, wow, you didn't need your teacher's help at all on the balance beam today. That was really awesome.
Safety. Firearms.
Even children as young as 3 can pull a trigger. No child should ever be able to get to a firearm. To keep kids safe, make sure all firearms, including handguns and rifles, are locked in a gun safe or lockbox, or secured with a cable lock or trigger lock. Firearms should always be stored unloaded, with ammunition locked away separately. This is true for both your home and your car. Before your child visits other homes, it's a good idea to ask about the presence of firearms and how they are stored.
Self-control and attention. Children's self-control and attention vary with their temperament. 2 hours a day of physical activity helps most children with both. Lying. When your child tells a lie, acknowledge the feeling behind the lie, then state what you believe really happened. Emotions. Help your child develop a positive sense of self. Celebrate your child's strengths and accomplishments and avoid negative labels. Safety. Firearms. All firearms should be stored locked. Ensure ammunition is stored separately.
Beyond your child's health and development, your doctor is also here to help you find resources to support the wellness of your entire family. If you're worried about housing, food, discrimination, problems with drugs or alcohol, violence, or anything else we haven't had a chance to cover here, bring it up during your visit. These issues matter to your child's health, and if something is important to you, it's important to your doctor.